Construction is a good career choice. Now, if you might be wondering, like why do I think that? Well, first off, the job I'm doing right now is construction. I'm making a good bit of money. Here's the thing: construction may not be like it's not something. It's not something that you should jump into right away, right? If you have stuff lined up, like if you have like free rides to college and shit like that, dude, go to college and get yourself like a good solid degree. Construction is for people who don't have a degree right now. I don't have a degree. I'm 24. Don't have a degree. I would like to go back to college. However, uh, I am okay with. I'm like okay with money right now. I'm trying to get better with it, and this job has helped me with getting better with money because I make more money. I make more money to actually be able to like put away confidently and be like, oh, I have this much money put away. I feel pretty good about having this much money saved up, right? So construction is one of those jobs where you can make a lot of money. If you don't have a degree and you want to go to college, do construction first. Do construction first. Save up a bit, and like I'd say like work like maybe a year, 6 months, depending on how much you make. You could work X amount of months or years or whatever. Save a bit of money, and then um go. Shit, there's a lot of shit going on. Then go back to college, and then go get like a part-time job, and then live off the savings a little bit. Maybe not use all of them obviously, but just in case if some doesn't like something happens, right? You have a little bit of money saved up just in case. Car breaks down, fucking job didn't pay you as much as you thought, all that kind of stuff. Uh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm quite tired. The what's funny is like one of the issues with construction is I work the job that I'm working at right now. This might not sound good. Uh, but when I'm trying to like talk up construction, but I work roughly 17 hours a day, 17, 18, 19 around there. Now, before you're like, oh, how the hell do you sleep? I barely. Like the main focal point of oh, you know what? I forgot to turn the game volume up a little bit. The main focal point, sorry about that, with working construction and these hours is one, working these hours, you do get quite a bit of overtime and you do get a decent bit of money. Correct me if I'm wrong, but with the overtime tax bill that got passed recently, the first um 10 hours of overtime is actually tax free. I've heard that. I don't know how like fully true that is. Um, but that's nice. There's quite a bit of benefits of like working long construction hours. It's just you gotta find something that isn't gonna kill you. All right, like there's places in like chemical plants like you could. I mean, working in chemicals is just obviously not great unless you're a chemical engineer and you know what you're doing. Ooh. I'm trying to remember my topics. I'm very tired. That's I mean that's one of the issues. Is like I'm incredibly tired right now because of work. And to be quite honest with you, I didn't even really do much at work today. I have a work truck, and I can kind of just sit in the work truck sometimes and not do anything. And I say not do anything, but I am technically still trying to be aware of my surroundings a little bit, make sure I'm not like in a bad parking spot, or if something's like if like a crane's moving shit around me, right? You still have to like kind of be aware of like what your surroundings are. Um, it it is a it's a handful, right? Uh, if you would have asked me like 5 years ago, hey Jacob, do you want to do construction work? I would have said, go fuck yourself. Because I put myself on a pedestal of, you know, doing certain kinds of work. Now, at the time, I was doing like family entertainment management. For better word, I was working at Chuck E. Cheese as a manager. I've also been managers at like other family entertainment type establishments like Urban Air, for example. I always had a spot for like Main Event, but didn't work out because of stuff that happened. People know me personally know, but it's whatever. Like I was kind of in that sort of field, and I never saw myself doing construction just because it's just like I just never saw myself doing. I didn't think I would be good at it. I didn't care for like the physical labor of it. And then I realized working those like customer service jobs, like I really hate customer service. I hate customer service because people come in with like a sense of entitlement and need to just be bitches. And it's just not, it's not a great environment. So sometimes you just have to take the good with the bad, right? I hate dealing with people. Which is really funny. It's really funny coming from my mouth. I hate dealing with people. I hate dealing with entitled people. But I had this need to help people. I want to go be a financial advisor because I want to help people conserve money, investments, you know, wills and whatnot, taxes and insurance, all that stuff. I want to be able to help them with all of that kind of stuff. That is what I want to do. It's just dealing with people. Customer service is with customer service, people come to you and they're like, "Give me this." That's what customer service is. You know, the stuff I want to do is like, "Hey, I really need help. Can you please help me?" And it's like they actually come to you for genuine help. But can't do that right now because I don't have a degree. Another thing that I actually noticed with the company that I work with is like some companies will have like tuition help. So if you work with a company that has tuition help and you want to go, like you actually genuinely want to go to college, and if you like construction and actually want to work in that field more often, you can don't be afraid to like use your company's tuition help to go get a degree that helps you further your career in construction. I mean, my dad thinks I can be a project manager in construction. I mean, I feel like I could too. It's just I just want to be in construction. There's also a lot of engineer jobs where you like draft things for people. Where you draft things for people and build things. Like if think about it like this, you go to college to be an engineer, and then like one of your big projects is that you help build like a highway bridge. Isn't that like that sounds really cool? Not my thing personally. I had that pride for about a day, and then I gave up when I worked a 13-hour shift. Call me a pussy all you want. I don't really care. It's not my kind of thing. I'll do it because I'm young, but it's just not my thing right now. It's not my forever thing. Being able to work it young, I do feel pretty whatchamacallit, grateful to work it young because of the people that you will work with. If you go into construction, you will work with people who are definitely like twice your age, sometimes even triple your age, and you just sit there, and sometimes you got to sit there and think like, dude, how the fuck do these people like eat? How do these people like eat cereal? Like they're idiot. Like some of the people you will work with are stupid. That's every job. You will always deal with stupid people at any job, any place. They exist. Unfortunately, stupid people exist. You know, what is it? Eugenics? We can't really implement that. I think that's the right word. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It happens. I'm stupid. So that's my excuse. What's yours? You'll work with some interesting people as well. I won't say I met, but there's a guy that I work around, not even with. I work around this guy, and there was a newer cat working on a crane, and he was like, I guess he was using a drill wrong, or I don't know what was happening, but he was using this drill, and the guy was like, man, I bet high school was the best 14 years of your life. You only hear that shit in construction. You never hear that shit working anywhere else. You never hear that. The only time I've ever heard that outside of construction is people working in areas that working in jobs that I work at. And then they're like, oh yeah, my previous job was construction. Like, you only hear that shit in construction. Now, don't be discouraged when people say shit like that either. Because everyone's new. Everyone's new. Or sorry, not everyone's new, but everyone starts off new. Like, it happens, right? If you were just starting construction and people make fun of you, dude, don't let it get to you. It happens, right? Especially if you're gonna be working around them a lot. If you're gonna be working around them a lot, just take it, bro. Slide it in, because if they give you shit and then you fucking bitch and moan about it, the next day they're gonna give you twice the amount of shit. And then guess what? They're gonna do that until you either get used to it or you leave. Because it's just guys. And like some of them will feel bad. Most won't, unfortunately. They kind of care, don't care. A lot of the construction mindset is like, you know, kind of get the work done. It's kind of like the working in service, except you're actually getting work done. It's not like, you know, you work service and your manager's like, oh, go get the work done. And it's like, bro, you want me to go fucking roll silverware? Are you stupid? Like, what else do you, like, silverware is rolled, bro. Silverware, whoa, bro. Sorry. Like, there's not stuff to do in certain customer service sometimes, right? In construction, there's like, sometimes there is stuff to do and sometimes there isn't. And by that I mean, like, sometimes you have to hurry up and wait. That is what some of the jobs are. Hurry up and wait. You gotta go to a spot, can't do it yet because something's blocked off. You gotta go wait. But waiting's part of it. You have to be safe. In customer service, it's like, oh, there's something to do. Go wipe the walls. What do you mean wipe the walls? I just realized I have 25 seconds left. Fuck. Shit. All right, hold on. Let me lock in for just a second. I am definitely on board with it. I'm on board with it now. Like I said, I used to not be. I used to fucking hate it. Hate the idea of it. Just like getting my fucking hands dirty. You get over that pretty quick. The only thing I still hate to this day is when I'm wearing like rubber boots and I go into water that I think is shallow. Turns out I step in the one fucking hole in the entire pond, and my whole boot's covered in water, or kind of covered. It's full with water. That is by far my least favorite experience. I don't think I'll ever get used to that. And so like little stuff like that, man. So if you're a young person, you're thinking, oh man, should I go into construction? Yes, if you have means to go to college, but you don't have like stuff set up for, like, you don't have scholarships or anything like that, you just kind of have like, you know, your brain, which colleges don't trust your brain. You gotta like get tested and shit. Not tested, that sounds bad. But you know what I mean. You have to get that done. You have to, they have to know that you know, right? Even if you do, before you can even get into college. And then after that, they want money. Now, do not go into construction and then immediately drop all of your savings into like college debt. Let your savings like build up. You know, get like a high yield bank account or something like that. Something like a high yield bank account, or you know, doing like investments and whatnot. Get your money up to a sizable amount. And with construction, like with construction work, depending on what your expenses are, you should be able to do you should be able to do investments, which like everyone should. Everyone should invest a little bit, especially into like at least retirement. At the very least, do retirement. Invest some money while working construction, and then you fucking save up, get a nice little college thing going on. You can live off your investments or live off savings or whatever, and work a little part-time job, get experience in what you would ever want to get experience in, and have a good time. I'm trying to think of like other pros and cons of construction off the top of my head. It's a little hard to play these fucking games and think and talk. I haven't gotten brainless with this game yet. The problem, I think there are some things in construction that I've noticed. It's really like just the people. Like I've worked with some horrible fucking people. Horrible as in they are bad people. Horrible as in they suck at working. Like it's ooh fuck. They suck at working. I'm sorry, I had to lock in. And if you think, how can you suck at working? Like it's just labor. Yep, it's just labor. People suck at working labor because they don't do anything. That is the big thing, is that they don't do anything. Your whole, the whole job you're supposed to be doing something. They don't do that. They don't do the one thing you're supposed to be doing, which is something. Get into land surveying, do flagging, operating. Literally just pick an easy. Don't stress yourself over like being a rigger and doing piles and shit, or like scaffolding. Don't actually. If you're young, do not do scaffolding. I'm telling you this right now. Scaffolding is like probably the most dangerous construction job you can do. And they don't even make great money. They don't make great money compared to other professions, right? And that's not to say that like, oh, they make like bad money. They make good money. It's just the danger to pay ratio, right? Like I make 23 an hour and then 150 day per diem. That's quite a bit. The math on that, by the way, with the hours I work, the math on that is I make around 10K a month. I work about 80-ish hours, 72 hours a week. I make about 10K a month. That's pretty good. Scaffolding would probably make the same, maybe a little bit more if they also had like my per diem. The only difference is like I don't have to worry about a lot of things right now as a surveyor. If I was doing like actual land surveying, like going in the woods and shit, yeah, because there's like, critters and stuff that I have to worry about, biting me and whatnot, snakes and whatnot. But no, don't do scaffolding, because scaffolding is like you fucking hook your harness wrong on a pole, and then guess what? You're fucking dead. All right, someone can knock over, like a crane operator can knock over the scaffolding that you're working on and then kill you. Right? There are so many means for accidents that happen while doing scaffolding. Just pick a very safe profession. If you can. If scaffolding's the only thing that's open and you really need the job, I'm gonna be honest, I honestly still wouldn't even take it, even if it was like the only thing. It's so fucking unsafe compared to all the other jobs. God damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to fucking get my train of thought. I'm also very tired. I will say I had no faith in like buying a car or a place or anything like that. With construction, I do have that confidence, and I know like, oof, America isn't in a great place right now. We have a fucking idiotic president, and before the kind of audience I might be attracting with this is construction. If you are working construction, support Trump. Yeah, good for you, man. That motherfucker is stupid. Sorry. Not gonna get into all that. That's not the point of this video. But what I'm saying is that the economy isn't great right now, but construction jobs do feel like that they can at least hold you above the water a little bit while shit's going downhill, and then when everything comes back up, you won't stay stagnant. You'll actually just it'll just be better. I mean, honestly, right now I have a friend who has a electrical engineering degree who can't get a job, and he is in California. Rocky, shout out Rocky. You know, I implore him to go do construction, because a lot of construction places hire. They just hire people. He can save up good money. He can apply to other places while he's working and actually make good money. Right? I'm not gonna say what his job is now, but you know, it would just help. Oh, I'm dead. It just helps, right? What else is there? I do. Let me go back to the like working with certain people. I do genuinely enjoy working with some of the people, and something I've noticed is like people are nicer than they seem. Oh, that was my fucking health regen that I just got rid of. Like, everyone that I've worked with before just kind of always looks mad. When in reality, that's just... I mean, one is just how they look. Holy fuck. Jesus. A archetype of character you'll meet when working construction is whatever tradesman you're working with, they're going to be like, I'm the best this ever. And in reality, they are not at all. If you are working in a trade and then someone says that to you and they're in your trade that you're working in for construction or whatever, don't hit them, because they don't understand what they're saying. They don't understand that they are a little stupid. Just be patient with them and be like, no, you know, don't even say it. Just like, you know, it said don't say anything about it. Just gas them up. Just be like, yeah. That way, when they fuck up, it's like double pain on their part. Like, they had, not only did they let themselves down, they let you down as a person. Doesn't that just sound fantastic to do? I think that'd be awesome. You know, I've met people that are like, I'm the best fucking surveyor ever. I'm the best fucking surveyor ever. Fucking Sean. Fuck you, Sean. No, Sean's actually a good surveyor. And then, besides Sean, like, there's people that just say that they're best surveyor and then they just suck at their job. They can't find shit. They think north is where you're facing. Like, it's like the little shit like that. Please, for the love of God, let me fucking live. I'm the best fucking pipe fitter in the world. Bro, can't even spell pipe. Jesus Christ. I got so... That's actually awesome. Is that it? Alright, cool. This is 24 minutes. This is harder than I thought. Yeah, this like video idea of like talking about something and doing a run in a roguelite is a lot harder whenever the runs go on longer. It's kind of hard to just yab on myself, but you know what? It happens, right? I feel like what I'm trying to, I feel like what I explained it pretty well. It's very simple. If you're young, you should work it. There will be things that happen on job sites that will discourage you from working. I am currently working at a job site right now. I've recorded this twice. I don't know if I've said it in this video. But um, I'm currently working on a job site where someone has already died. Someone has died on the job site I'm working, and that was like 2 weeks ago. And I still think about it because it's terrifying. It's a terrifying thing to think of, or it's a terrifying thing to happen. Mainly, the guy was young. He was probably around my age, maybe in his 30s, like early 30s. I am not 30, by the way. I'm mid 20s. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like he was a younger guy and he died of like natural causes. It wasn't like something fell on him or anything like that. It was like his body just gave up on him. And that is a terrifying concept to deal with. Your body just gives up on you. Do not drink energy drinks all the time. Do not do that. My ritual when it came to energy drinks would be I would drink one in the early morning to wake me up, and that was it. And by early morning, I mean like early morning. Most of the construction jobs, the one I'm working now, I have to wake up at 3 in the morning. I have to wake up at 3 in the morning to go to work because I got to drive, 2.5 hours or 2 hours to go there. So I got to wake up at like 3 in the morning to get to the job site by at least 6. But most by 6, right? That's kind of what I'm getting at. Like before that 9 a.m. breakfast time, 6, get yourself another energy drink it, and you'll be set for the day. Better advice: try not to rely on it at all, or drink coffee. Coffee's actually like better for you than energy drinks, because they put a lot of shit in energy drinks. And if you go into construction, be safe. A guy's hand exploded the other day. If you're wondering, what happened, it just, from what I've heard, it just kind of did that. It just kind of exploded for some reason. What I think happened is something fell on it, like something very, very incredibly super heavy, incredibly gassy, something incredibly heavy fell on it, and it just fucking exploded. It just fucking exploded. And when I mean heavy, I mean like probably a few tons. I think that it happened. They were like building this wall, and then something like he was trying to guide it, and it fell, and it landed on his hand. And his hand exploded. That happened like 3 days ago, and I'm thinking, I think about that. Like it's just it's scary. It is a scary. It's a scary career. However, if you're young, it's a scary career that you can get in, work your hours, be as safe as you can, get your money up, and you could use that money to get yourself a house, go to college, start a family. Like, I love my girlfriend to death. The money I'm making right now, I could fucking, if I save up well, and do my due diligence, I'd drop a nice down payment on a house and start a fucking family right now. I want to go to college though. I want to get like a job I actually want to work, and I don't want to do this for the rest of my life, right? So it is what it is. If you feel like working construction all your life, go for it. Just work yourself up to a position where you can not work, if that makes sense. I think we're kind of wrapping on long enough. Yeah. Work construction. That's it.